Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to access the family report. You're going to go to your teacher map growth page, the same one you go to when you're about to assign a test. Go to map growth reports. You're going to scroll down a little bit until you see family reports. What you need to do is make sure you select the winter 2021-2022. Obviously your school, your name will probably just already be default in there, but if not, you'd obviously select your name. I would just go with the homeroom class. Click next. For whichever subjects in the math test, in the map test that you want to share with the parents, you're going to click the square next to that. So for example, ESL teachers would click math and reading. Dual language would click math, reading, and Spanish. Then we click next. Here for the data, what we really need to see for the projected proficiencies would be if they are ESL, the STAR, the State of Texas Assessments of Academic Readiness. If they're dual, click, in addition to that, you need to click on the STAR one, just to kind of have all the information possible. All right. After that, we're going to go to students. So if you're printing for all the students in your class, you're going to leave this on. Also, if you're printing for all students in your class, you definitely need to make sure to click this second box so you can get page breaks. So each student's paper is only has their information on it. If, let's say, you're just wanting to print out maybe 3 or 4, then you would select students and click on the ones that you would want to have a report on. All right, but we're going to do all students. After that, you create the PDF report. Then you can access it through this reports queue. The other way, let's say later on you want to go back to that family report. So maybe in April, you're actually able to meet again with a family member of the student. You can also just go over into the left corner. I'll go to home so I can show you. So you can just come down here to reports queue, and the reports are in there. I believe they stay in there for 14 days. So it gives you a date that they will delete on. So yeah, it is 14 days. And so then you can always just access it again here. So that link I showed you that takes you to the reports queue, it takes you here. The download is here. So, excuse me, so you would just open it up to see the report. So I'm going to show you what a student report actually would look like. Just closed it. Okay, so the family report will look like this. You're going to see the student's information here. You're going to see what percentile they're in compared to other students taking this test who are their same age, who are taking the test at the same time across the nation. So as you can see, the student performed better than 53% of her peers. Her line is also going to be the dark line. The rest of the students that are being compared with her, their line is the dotted line. So on the left side, you have the percentile, what the student achieved on their test. Then on the right side, right next to it, you're going to see what their growth was. So this indicates, this 56 percentile, that she grew more than 56% of her peers, which is really good. Kind of the general rule is that we want our students to be at 50% or better in both achievement and in percentile. Of course, like the higher, the better. Again, this is the second page where it gives you information on her achievement on the Spanish reading test and her growth here, which is phenomenal. So just a side note about this, let's say that a student's achievement might be 2%, but their growth might be up to 85%, 95%. That definitely means that they are on the right track and that progress is phenomenal. Conversely, if you saw that the progress was maybe 1% or less than the 50th percentile, then we might want to intervene, talk to families about what they can do to help their students at home, perhaps give them a little extra guided reading or guided math time in class. Depending on where they rank against other students, we might need to put them into a small group too. So just know that that percentile might not always be quite as high. Finally, this part here, you can show to the families or share with them. This kind of is giving a little bit of a prediction on how the student might do on the STAR test. So right here, it says approaches. So approaches, meets, or masters are all really good ones. The does not meet would be concerning, so you might want to talk to parents now about what they can do to support their kids and grow a foundation so that when it does come time for them to take the STAR test, that they can feel confident and successful when they take it. All right, that's it.